Hi guys, Nagaraj here. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new for this channel, please do subscribe. Hi guys, welcome back to the another video, that is the differences between find element and find elements in Selenium WebDriver. This is commonly asked question in the Selenium Java interview, especially for the freshers. And those who are beginner for the Selenium, this concept should be very important while coding. I have listed few the differences between find element and file elements. We'll see one by one. First, we need to understand what exactly the definitions of these two. The find element finds the first element within the current page, okay, using the whichever the element locators we are using, and find elements finds all the elements. Suppose if you are logging to the application and you are identifying some element, you assume like we have multiple element available in that particular page, but find element will identify the only the first element on the page, and it is first element on this page. But in case of find element, it will find all the elements, it will store somewhere in the list of web element. So this is the definition of it. So for example, let me open the page. Okay, so I have created one web page here. So here we can see under we have some of the fruits list in the radio button. Okay, so suppose if you want to identify the radio button, okay, let me search for the radio button now. So / input. So we have the type is radio. So let me use the @type. Okay, @type is equal to radio. So this we can see error. There are 6 radio buttons are available here. If we use the same XPath for our while identifying the element, so if you consider the first point, right, which we have discussed right now. So if you consider this one, the first element, driver.find element always returns me the only first element. That's first radio. In this example, the first radio button, always it will pointing to the first radio button. But in case of find elements, it is returning all the web element, because there are 6 radio button. It is highlighting now, so it is returning us for the 6 radio button. That we'll see in the Eclipse. Let me open the Eclipse. So I have created some basic Chrome launch I have already created. So there are 2 things we are discussing here, right? So first one is find element, and the next one is find elements. Okay, that is find elements. So let me first write for the find element, driver.find element. Okay, here you can see, guys, so in the WebDriver we have 2 methods. One is driver.find element and find elements. Find element, it returns me the web element, and find elements will return list of web element. Okay, so now I am going for the driver.find element, and by.xpath, which we already written, that I will just copy paste over here. Let me copy this and paste it over here. Okay, I pasted. Now let me write the same driver.find elements, the second one, by.xpath. Let me use the same XPath, guys. Okay, let me use the same XPath here. Okay, see now the differences here. So first difference is like it is written, it identifying the first element as we discussed now. So now what is the return value? The second difference is regarding the return value. Return value, the driver.find element returns me the web element. Okay, but in case of driver.find elements, it will return me list of web element. That I will show you here. So it is as it is returning web element. Let me create object for it, web element. Let me create on any name you can give, web element. Let me import this. It is web element. So let me import the web element. Okay, so here now what it returns, actually it will return list of web element, right? So list of web element. So let me, either you can copy or you can write it your own, both will hold good. List of web element. Let me write one object like list. Okay, now it returns the list of web element. Let me import this. So again, you should import the proper package. It should be under java.util package. Now the first difference we saw that it is always identifying the first element of the web page, and it will returns the, and in case of driver.find elements, it will returns all the web element, which is able to the second difference is like, so driver.find element will return only the single web element, but in case of driver.find elements, right, it will return the list of web element. So let me do some operation over here, element. So le dot click. If I use this, see, already we have that this particular XPath is currently exactly working fine. So if I click on that, it will, after execution of this one, so it will go and click the first radio button. Okay, pomegranate, it will going to click. That is a requirement actually, right? As it is returning only a single web element, so it is going to click the first web element of the page. Here in that case, out of 6, the first radio button in this case is pomegranate, so this radio button is going to click. If I run the second the code rev.find elements, let me sys out. So list dot size. Okay, if I print out this one value, so as it is giving the 8 element it is identifying, it returns me the size will be 6 now. So if I write this, if after execution of this one, it will click on the first radio button. Okay, radio button. If I execute this one rev.find elements, it will return me the value as 6. Okay, this is the difference between the second difference between the rev.find element and elements. The third difference is regarding the exceptions. Assume let me go back to the page. Let me use, instead of radio, let me use something else. I will write some wrong XPath so that should not identify any radio button for me now. See, as I return some wrong XPath here, _1, it is not identifying any element here. If I use this XPath, what will happen? Let me use the same XPath here in both the places where we are using rev.find element and elements. In this case, the output will be, so if I run this program, as the element is not identifying, identified, right? So it is not showing, it is not identifying any element. So in that case, this will return me the exception like no such element exceptions, something like this one. Okay, it will return me the exception something like no such element exception will be displayed because it is not identifying anything. Okay, if I run the same code for rev.find elements, if I run this code with the wrong XPath, right, it is not identifying anything, but it is returning me the empty list of array. It will return me the 0 because we are identifying the list of size here, so it is returning 0, but it is not throwing any exception in this case. These are all the main 3 differences between the rev.find element and rev.find elements. Okay, if you have any doubt, please put in comment section. So let me revert. The first differences we saw that the rev.find element and find elements is the element identify the first element always, and it will click on it do operation whichever the operation will perform. But in case of second differences regarding the return element, so rev.find element returns the single web element. In case of rev.find elements, it returns the list of web element. Now we'll see the third differences. The rev.find element, if the element is not found, right, it will throw no such element exception. But in case of rev.find elements, it does not throw any exceptions. Okay, these are the 3 main differences between rev.find element and rev.find elements. Okay, so even though it is a very small topic, but it's very important for especially for the interview purpose. That's all for this video. Thanks guys, thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, please hit like button and please share with your friends, those who are looking for Java and Selenium concept, and don't forget to subscribe this channel for further useful videos guys. Thank you.